I was raised and born in Sacramento, California. You probably heard of the expression Ozzie and Harriet type family. I was number 2 of 4 children. I met alcohol out of curiosity at 14 years of age. It's, as they said, cunning, baffling, and powerful. In 2009, I think I brought the family to its knees. I'd gotten to the point where it was no longer something that I was doing with excess frequency. It was all I was doing. Alcohol had actually taken me over and had to go rummaging around in the kitchen looking for a drink. That was the first time in my life that I had actually woken up, and first thing I needed was not to brush my teeth or go to the bathroom. I was going to find a bottle of vodka in his kitchen, which I found. By then, it was too late for me. I could do nothing. It was beyond my control. It was very disturbing because I'd always done everything I put my mind to, whether it's education or sports or anything I wanted to do. I eventually got it done, but I could not. And I repeat, I could not stop drinking. My wife had several options. She wanted to kill me and then leave me, and then she thought about just leaving me instead of killing me, and then she finally found the idea of maybe trying to help me. We've got you recommended to go to Hanley, and we'll get you a discount, but get there. You got to go. So I came to Hanley, and I was mad. Boy, the old alcoholic was still roaring, even though I was sober for 10 days. I made a big stink. I complained to anyone and his mother here and met everybody, and everybody laughed. And we had a spiritual advisor back then, and she sat me down and she said, why don't you go out by the pond and find something smaller than you and realize that you're powerless over this deal. And that was basically the first little spark of humility, but I did feel more and more surrounded by my peers, and we had a lot in common, maybe more in common than I probably felt with people before my life, and I was a social person. I've discussed with my wife numerous times, I don't think I would have made it on my own. There wasn't enough space, there wasn't a degree of separation adequate enough for me to start to hear a different message, to understand how angry I was or how fearful I was, and how much I drank. I mean, to separate someone from the bottle to begin with and have that separation long enough for a little reason to be able to come into your mind and hear potentially that you might have an incurable disease that's only going to get worse. Listen, I've got a family that doesn't really remember how much I used to drink. I've got a career in biotech leading a new group of people. It's something I've never done before in my life. It wouldn't have happened without Hanley. It's not part of the Hanley commitment or anything, but I went to alumni meetings in Hanley for 8 years, every Tuesday. And now I'm on the board of directors of Hanley. Finance committee, executive committee. I mean, I don't have time for it, but I don't have time not to do it. If I had to wrap it all up and give credit where credit is due, and I'm not a drama queen, I'm not a overreacting sort of guy. When I talk about Hanley's role in my sobriety and what I've gone on to do, or whether I'd gone on to do what I'm doing now or not, doesn't make any difference. I can say with categorical conviction that Hanley did save my life.